Alice, of course, as soon as I was about to hit the live button, Alice started barking at people outside. So she's sitting here now, and now she's all nervous to be on live. But I think there's like a slight delay with the chat, but let's just make sure everybody can hear us and see us, okay? Hello.
Welcome, everybody.
I don't know if people can hear us or not yet. I can see now. We've got 60 people in the live. Yeah, I don't know if you can hear Alice, but she's like grumbling. She's so upset right now. She's mad. Alice, it's okay. Oh my gosh.
I'm
Okay.
not happy.
Yes, and hear us. Yay. I'm so excited. Oh wait, I would need to see your mug.
Good. Oh yeah, my mug. It's got a little snowman and a Christmas tree.
Oh, so cute. Oh my
Thank
gosh,
you.
I love it. I'll show my mug. Katie and I were just FaceTiming, so it feels like we were just talking.
We were just talking, and now here we are again.
But this is my mug. My home.
So
I found it at
cute.
Home Goods. I also found this lady at Home Goods, so pretty excited. I was gonna make a
So
chai,
cute.
but I already had chai today, so I'm doing a milk tea.
Yeah, I have a hot chocolate.
I want hot chocolate. I wanted to go by the store and get hot chocolate, but I didn't do it. It's snowing here. Like,
Oh, really?
so bad. Yes.
Oh my goodness.
This is the first, it was December 1st, and then it's the first big snow of the year. We've had a couple sprinkles, but it's a lot. And people drive like dum-dums because I don't know, they live here and we get snow every year, but it's like they forget how to drive.
How to drive in snow.
Yeah. And it's just, you guys don't get any snow, right?
No, but it's the same way with the rain here. People drive crazy in the rain.
People just forget. And guys, it's the same thing every year, you know? Get your snow tires and just go a little slower, leave a little bit more ahead. I'm in Washington. I just saw a question and you're in Florida.
Yep.
Yep. So you don't get any snow. This is the first day of snow of the year, and it is crazy. And Peyton doesn't have his snow tires yet, so I'm just praying that he makes it home okay. I'm like, dude, you really need to get on that.
Just be careful.
I know. Like, he's like, can I borrow your car? I'm like, I need my car sometimes too, just because I work from home. Love it.
Too funny.
No, it looks like some people, let us know in the chat or in the comments if you're watching the replay if it's snowing or if it does snow where you live, because we get all 4 seasons here. We get them bad. I mean, it gets pretty hot. Probably not as hot as it gets for you though. Oh,
this summer was absolutely terrible.
Like, not at all.
I'm quite sure not. I mean, we get up to 100 something, so you know.
Yeah, we only had 3 days that were over 100.
So. Yeah, I think we had probably a few weeks worth. So
that's crazy. Have you ever done a temperature blanket?
I haven't. I started one a few years ago and only got like a month through and never completed it.
It's fine.
I'm not good at big projects. Oh, did Camryn disappear? Or is it just for me that Camryn disappeared?
Am I back?
Uh-oh. Okay, there you go. You're back.
I was getting a call.
Oh.
And I tried to exit out of it, and then I just paused, and I'm like, no.
Oh, no. That's happened to me before, too. It's okay.
I was like, where'd she go? And I feel so bad because it was a call from, it's my grandma's retirement place. This is super cute, actually. They want me to come set up and, like, sell some of my stuff.
Oh, how cute.
And then I, like, clicked out of it, and then I saw, like, that they were leaving a voicemail, and it was just saying what they were saying, and I'm like, how do I get out of here? Like, I need to get out. I'm like, I'll call you back later. Oh, no. My grandma's been texting me, and she goes, all of the ladies here love your stuff. They want you to come set up. So
that's adorable.
I guess I'm going to be doing that. I'm actually doing that on the 16th, so I know you have a market on the 16th.
I do.
It's probably going to be a little bit more legit than mine. I'm just going to try to sell to my grandma's friends. We'll see.
That'll be so so fun though. You'll get so many compliments from the older people.
My grandma will say, bring a bag of pumpkins over, and she'll literally sell them for me. She'll be like, oh, Donna bought 4 pumpkins, and Stacy bought 3, and then Donna wants to put in an order for 2 more. So
how fun!
I'm like, grandma's over here making me money at her retirement home, and so they all love my stuff. And they're like, Camryn needs to come set up. So
that's so funny.
I feel like it's gonna be they're so funny. I don't know if you've ever had anybody in your family in a retirement home or anything, but to go visit them, it's like it's so much drama. It's like high school all over again.
Oh, I know. My grandma was in a nursing home years ago, and there was one lady that she would like wander around, and then like the nurses would like tell her to go back to her room and stuff, and she randomly says to me and my mom, you know, I only stole something one time. I don't know why it's such a big deal.
You're like, dude, you are just have no filter.
No, that's why it's a big deal.
Like, whatever. That's so fun. I know, it's so true. Like, they don't have a filter, and we'll go eat with her or whatever. Like, they do the meals there, and they all talk about each other in, like, they can't hear, so they talk super loud about each other in front of each other. And I'm like, oh my gosh, stop. Like, they are going to hear you, and they can't hear anything. And they'll talk about the food. They'll tell us, oh, this was to this, or this is, I'm like, that would be the hardest job. Working as a cook for that many older people that all like think they have, you know, say in it. But
oh my goodness, yeah.
So funny. And then they just, I'm a little nervous because I'm like, man, they might critique my work. Some of them.
I might get your feelings hurt a little.
I know. I'm like, I'm gonna be humbled, I'm sure. I feel like it's gonna be a great experience.
Or you're like, oh, I did this and I can do this better.
I know, right? Like, oh, I crochet way better. This is, your stitches look bad. We'll see. I'll keep you updated. What is your event on that day?
It's my regular pop-up market that I do each month. So
okay, so it's just you're safe. You're like, this is gonna be good.
I know the routine.
Yeah, seriously. You're like, I know the drill. What are you crocheting right now?
A little penguin. I just started him.
Oh, so fun. Oh yeah, we should mention every 30 minutes we're gonna be doing a giveaway.
Yes.
So Katie and I both have patterns on our shop, and we're going to be doing giveaways at every 30 minutes of this live, just to say thanks for hanging out with us.
Yeah.
And the last giveaway is the best one. So
it is. So you want to stay the whole time.
And we also have a freebie that's really fun for you. So you'll get that at the end as well, just for hanging out. But yeah, I think we're planning on doing kind of a long live too.
We are.
The plan is to do this for 2 hours. I've never gone live for 2 hours. I feel like usually after the first hour, my mind is like, I'm done.
Yeah, just hope it doesn't get too crazy.
Let's just, we've got a lot to cover, but we also wanted to open the floor to any questions. I know there's a lot of conversation happening in the chat right now, which is awesome. So we might miss a question or two, but if you have a question, go ahead and pop it, and then as we see them, we can chat about whatever. But I wanted to ask you about your temperature blanket before I like totally froze and
I started one and I was gonna like design my own pattern for it, and then I didn't like how it was turning out, so I frogged the whole thing, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna go back to it, and then I never did.
So you don't have anything done right now? Like, it's just like, okay.
No.
I was about to say, like, are you gonna pick it back up and like look back at weather report? You're like, no. Maybe you should do it for 2024 though. You already have all the yarn. I mean, look at you, rainbow. Yeah. You got like the whole rainbow behind
I know. I do have a little bit of everything. I just feel like I won't commit to finishing it. I just saw somebody say a temperature snake. I feel like that would be cool.
You could do that, and you could do it just for like a quarter of the year. You wouldn't have to commit to the whole year.
True.
You know? I mean, a whole year, that would be such a long snake.
Yeah,
have you
that
seen
is true.
My temperature blanket? It is literally so big. You could fit like so many. I don't even know. like 5 people in it.
Yeah, yours is huge.
It's ginormous. And I'm like, it's honestly hard to work on. It's that big, you know?
I'm sure.
But if a snake that was that long would be so cool, honestly. You could like wrap it around your room.
Right?
But yeah, maybe you'll do one. But maybe you could just do like even a quarter of a year or something if you wanted, you know.
Yeah.
It is kind of fun to do. Mine ended up being, oh gosh, I was talking about it the other day. I think it was if I were to pay full price for all the yarn on my temperature blanket, which I'm using the Heartland. Have you ever used that yarn?
I have. It's really
Yeah,
nice.
it's really soft, but I don't know. It's not pricey, I guess, but you just use so much of it that if I
Yeah.
was paying at full price, it would have been $169 for
Whoa.
the blanket. Yeah,
Just for the yarn.
just for the yarn. Just for the
Not
yarn.
the time.
60 hours, 60 hours of time. And that doesn't even include weaving in ends. I haven't even weaved in really any ends on it. So like, my mom was like, "This is so cool. You should sell these." Like, no, nobody's gonna buy
This would have to be like way too much money.
$3,000. So if you want this blanket, that's the price of a used car. Yeah.
Yeah, right?
Cute.
I don't think anybody would say yes to that.
They're like, okay, lady, like, what are you trying to sell me? Do y'all prefer making bees or leggy frogs? Katie.
I like both, but I think leggy frogs because they seem to go quicker.
Really? I've never made leggy frogs before.
They're so fun.
They're fun. I feel like they would sell really well.
Oh, they definitely do. I actually need to make some more for my upcoming market.
Your market on the 16th. Oh my gosh. I have a tickle in my throat. 1 second.
Uh-oh.
It's too early for this. Too early in the live to lose my voice.
Yeah, don't be doing that.
At least you're in here with me so you can talk. I'm like,
yeah. I can take over while you recover. But yeah, I love the little leggy frogs. They like people always pick them up and they shake them to where the little legs like dangle. People are like, "Oh my god,
that's so cute." They like, is it mostly kids that buy them?
Honestly, like everybody.
Everybody, just like whoever. I feel like I've noticed that with the amigurumi. I thought it was going to be a lot more kids, but it's everybody.
It really is.
Okay, I feel like my voice. You know when you have that tickle in your throat and you just like can't talk?
Yeah.
That happened just now, so you know.
Unfortunately, I do know that.
You're like, I know. Well, last week, it was a couple weeks ago. You were super sick, right?
Yeah, strep and the flu. So
I was FaceTiming.
Out of commission.
We were chatting. Katie and I we'll FaceTime and chat. We're buddies.
Yeah, right. We are.
But we were chatting about this live and you go, oh yeah, or I text you like, oh let's just hop on a quick call and we go live and I'm like, oh okay, sorry for cutting it short. And you go, oh it's fine, I have strep and the flu right now. And I'm like, oh my god. And you still accepted my call. I felt so bad.
Honestly, I don't know how I wasn't like feeling worse off than I was. I was like,
well, you were saying they were like, oh, maybe they canceled each other out.
Right. I said that to the doctor, and the doctor was like,
dude, what are you talking about?
I'm like, I swear it has to be something like that because I feel oddly okay.
You're like, I'm fine. Don't worry about me. That's so funny. But you're feeling better now?
Oh, thankfully, yeah. I had like the full antibiotics for the 10 days and everything, so I'm good.
After that, like you're good after that. Especially with the strep. Like as soon as you get antibiotics, you're golden.
Yeah, and I didn't realize that apparently with strep, if you don't take antibiotics, it can cause like heart problems and stuff in the future.
It's scary.
So I was like, okay, I'm glad
I will take all of these. They always say take all of them too. Like don't stop early.
You can't stop in the middle.
Yeah, definitely. My first time when I was 21, my first time going to Vegas, my parents brought me there and I had strep throat. And
oh no.
We were like, okay, I was like, all right, I'll just go anyways. And I don't think I took my antibiotics or something, or it was just like something like crazy happened. And it was still fun, but it was not probably the experience that I would have had. Not that I'm a huge like crazy partier, but I was like, I'm just sick this whole time. And it's painful.
Yeah.
But I'm glad it wasn't too bad. And
Yeah, I'm like, I've had strep like quite a few times, and as far as like the sore throat, it was worse than normal, but the rest of it was like I didn't have like coughing, sneezing, headache, like none of that. So I was like,
I'm fine. That's good. I guess that's really. Peyton was just sick the other day, and I cannot believe I didn't get sick from him. He's the worst. He'll just cough everywhere and like use all the blankets in the house. I'm like, dude, sleep on the couch and use your own blankets and use your own pillow and don't touch anything else.
Yeah, don't spread it all over the place.
Well, we always say that Alice she spreads it, and I think she totally does because she'll go snuggle up. When we left for the gym and we came back and she was all snuggled up on his blankets from the couch. And well, I'm not gonna avoid Alice, so she's gonna transport it to me. But it never happened. So
good, yeah.
He's out of school now, and so all the kids get him sick.
Oh yeah, I bet that's terrible.
And I'm like, I just stay home all day, and crochet. So
yeah, I'm like still confused on how I got sick because I'm like, I don't go anywhere. Like, what's happening?
We were just talking about that. We're like, we just stay home and crochet all the time.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know. I really don't, but at least I'm better now is all I can say.
Yeah, seriously. Did you have a market since then?
I did actually. It was I was sick like in the middle of the week, and I had a market the weekend before and the weekend after.
Did you go to both of them? You're crazy.
I probably shouldn't have, especially the weekend before. I think was when I started coming down with it, but I was just like so much in my head, like, okay, I've got to do this. I've been signed up for this one for like almost a full year. Like, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, you're like, I gotta do it for the vlog.
And I didn't even vlog that one.
You didn't vlog it?
Because I was feeling so bad, I should have known it was like off. But I was like,
one where I was kind of sick and I was trying to vlog it, and I ended up posting it, but I just felt like that was the worst vlog ever because I was miserable the whole time. I'm like, I don't feel good at all. I'm sorry, but yeah.
And it's like you can't even think straight about what's going on with the market, let alone like filming it.
Oh yeah, like I don't even know where I am right now. I'm just trying. I'm in survival mode, you know.
Yeah, for sure.
That's how I felt during my cold one. Does it ever get super cold?
Not normally, thankfully. Actually, the last like week or so, it's warmer today, but before it's been like the last week it's been pretty cold here. Which by pretty cold I mean like 40 at night or something. So you know.
We left from the gym this morning and it was 20 degrees outside.
Oh my goodness.
20 degrees. I was just no. It's too cold. That's how cold it was. 18 degrees when I was setting up at that market. My hands felt like they were gonna fall off. It was not a good time.
I'm just hoping when my December market rolls around that it's not too cold because
Is it outside?
would not like that. It is.
That's scary.
It's
not as cold though, so that's good.
Yeah, around here there's none in June, July, and August because it's too hot, but then we have them in the winter.
Oh, that makes sense. Are there indoor ones during the hot months?
There are, but I personally just like to take the time off, so.
Yeah, you're like, it's nice. Do you prefer doing indoor shows or outdoor shows?
I feel like it's just really different. I like indoor shows I feel like people can shop around longer, especially if it is kind of hot outside.
Yeah.
People can shop around longer and like not just want to like leave because they're like sweating.
Definitely. I'm out of here.
But I love my outdoor ones, and I have like a good customer base that comes to like each one of them. It's a market that happens the third Saturday of every month. Everybody knows that.
You have coming up.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so fun.
So it's one of those things that like people just know what's happening, so they come to it each month.
That's so fun. I love that. And then you get return customers, like people that
I do, and it's awesome.
Fun. I love that.
Right. It's great.
Oh, do you hear Alice? She's growling. DeLong said, have you guys done 3-day shows where you have to take or set up / take down each day. Have
I
you taken?
haven't.
I don't know if I've done a 3-day where you have to tear down and set up each day. I've done a 2-day like that, but never. Usually the 3 days, I just leave my stuff for the whole 3 days.
Yeah, I do. I did one indoor one that was 2 days, and I was able to leave my stuff like out. And even I did an outdoor one that was 2 days as well. I had to take the plushies down, but I was still able to leave like the tent and stuff. So I've never had like the fully have to take everything away and then come back the next day.
I feel like that would be a lot. That's so much
It
work.
really would be.
3 days in a row. I probably wouldn't do my full setup. I'd probably do like a more minimal. I don't know. But then if it's a big show and you want the full setup, that would be hard.
Yeah, you'd be exhausted by the end of the weekend.
April asked, do big plushies sell better than normal size amigurumi? I feel like that question's good for Katie because Katie's the amigurumi expert.
I always find that the smaller ones sell better because I'm able to charge a lesser amount for them because they're so much quicker to make. So with, all those factors, people love the small ones. And especially if you get a family that comes up and they have like 3 or 4 kids, they're like, okay, each of you can get one small one.
Yeah, it's not like they're not gonna buy the big $100 things for all their kids, or at least not every family. It's more, like a $15-$20 price range into like 3.
Exactly.
Like yeah, that's like honestly a really good point. And I feel like I end up just selling more of the smaller price point stuff, especially at markets, so that's what I focus most of my energy on. But I was super curious. I was just thinking this. What is like the biggest, I guess, I don't know, like the most value or just like biggest in size amigurumi you've made and sold? I'm super curious because I feel like I'm not experienced with amigurumi. I've only made the little stuff so far.
Yeah, I did. I had it for a few months. It actually just sold at my last market. A big minion, Bob the Minion. The one with like the 2 different colored eyes. I did him with the 2 different colored eyes and everything.
That's so cute.
And he was $65. He took a very long time.
That's awesome.
But it went to one of my regulars and they got it. So I was excited about that.
I love that. That's so fun. I love the regulars that you get at shows. And I even get them at shows like if I do one event somewhere and I do another one somewhere else in town, I'll have people remember me. Do you ever get that?
Yeah, I have had that. Like, wait, were you at this one? And I'm like, yeah.
Hey, I know you. So funny. I love that. Do you ever meet any of your YouTube subscribers or anything?
I have a few times, and it's always so awesome.
That's so fun. I feel like that's happened to me a couple of times, but it's the best feeling. I'm like, oh my gosh, like just meeting people in real life. I love it.
It is. It's like, you follow me? What?
Yeah, it's so fun. You're like, me?
Yeah. Even recently, I was at a market just like walking around as like a customer, and I found a girl at a crochet booth. So I was like, okay, I'm going to go talk to her. Of course, I have to. Yeah. And I go up to her and I was like, oh my God, your stuff is so cute. I crochet too. And she goes, I know who you are.
I know you.
And I was like, oh my God.
Your name is Katie. You're like, everybody knows me.
So that was a weird feeling too. I've never had anything like that. I've had people come to my markets and like specifically see me post the market and be like, oh, I came to see you. I saw you were going to be set up here. But that was the first time ever just like in the wild,
That's so, you're like, what? That's so crazy.
I was like, you know me? I actually got like a big zebra from her.
Oh, cool.
I've made it a tradition now. Anytime I see a crochet vendor set up somewhere, I buy something.
I love that. I do that too. I try to support other crocheters just because it's stuff that, like, I don't know, like, especially amigurumi stuff. Some of the things people make, like you make, I'm just so impressed. I can't do it. I'm going to buy this from you because I don't think I can make it look this good.
I know. And sometimes I'm looking at it and I'm like, I wonder what yarn that was. Like, I've never seen that or like different things like that.
I know that. That's funny. Okay, that just reminds me of like something that people will say at markets where they'll be like, oh, I crochet, and they'll ask like about yarn and stuff. Does that ever bother you?
Not really. I'm always more than willing to tell people, like, especially because, like, on YouTube, of course, I'm more like
You're
for
super
crocheters.
Yeah.
So I'm always more than willing to tell people, like, oh yeah, I vlog these events and like I post those videos and I post yarn hauls. So like I'm sure you'll love my YouTube channel.
You're like, I sell my patterns too.
Yeah, and like I have my patterns and everything. So I'm like, even if you don't crochet and you don't want to buy something physically, like here's my card.
Yeah, I love that. I feel like a lot of people ask me that. Like, what do you say to people? And I'm always really open about it. But I think because we do have our YouTubes and stuff, we're like, oh, we talk about it all the time anyway. So like, whatever, like, it doesn't matter. I think what bugs me the most is when people, like shoppers, they take a picture without telling you or try to be sneaky about it.
Yeah. Most of the time I found that, like, if I make eye contact with somebody as they're taking a picture, they'll be like, oh, I'm like sending this to so-and-so to see which one they want, and then they'll come back and like get something a lot of times.
Sure. No.
But I'm like, okay.
That's funny. And that is like, that could be what it is. Sometimes though I do hear people be like, I can make this, and they go like, take a picture.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, whatever.
Yeah, I always try to just like let that roll off my back. Like, okay, if you think like, or like my grandma can make that.
I know.
Okay.
Like, go have your grandma make it. It's not like, it does not affect me that much in the big picture. And I feel like, I don't know, a lot of other makers I talk to are stressed out about doing crash shows because they're worried about that, or people stealing their patterns, or not stealing our patterns, but just like creating the same things, and I just feel like it doesn't. Your customers are still gonna buy from you, and there's gonna be people who do that, but it doesn't really affect you that much.
And it's such a small majority. Like, I feel like people don't really, if you've never done a market, you don't realize it. But like once you start doing them, you realize there's so many more positive people that are like, you're so talented. I love what you're doing. How did you get started? Like, they want to hear everything. Yeah. Versus the people that are like, oh, I could do that myself, or just like negative in general,
Definitely. And I feel like that's a really good point, because like the majority of people at shows are so nice, and it is the best feeling connecting with your customers in person. Like, it's just so good getting that feedback and learning more about your customers and just having that sense of community. And then it's just like the one person that was mean that day, you have to just let it go, because you have to look at how it weighs to all the amazing people,
Yeah.
But
totally.
Let's see. Do we have any questions? Are your monthly markets farmers markets or craft markets, Katie?
They're a pop-up market is what it's called. So there isn't really anybody with like produce or anything. So not really a farmer's market, but it is people that do crafts and people that sell like food and, so a little bit of everything.
Yeah. That's fun. I like that. It's kind of a lot of everything.
It is. It's always nice.
Are there any other crocheters?
I think there were one or two last time actually, and I always want to like walk around and explore, but then I'm also like, I can't really leave my stuff.
I know, right?
So I only knew because somebody else was walking around with something crocheted that was not for me. So I was like, okay, there has to be another crochet vendor somewhere.
You're like, where are you? I'm gonna try it out.
And then I talked to them and they were like, oh yeah, they're like over there. I'm like, okay, as if I know what over there means.
Yeah, you're like, dude, I have not had time to walk around. It's always so funny to me when a customer at the event asks me where something specific is at some huge event. I'm like, I honestly wish I could tell you, but like, I just went to my spot and I've been here all day. Like,
I just set up here and I have stayed here.
Yeah, I'm like, I am camped out for the day. So I think some people want to know what we are working on right now. Are you still working on a penguin?
I am.
It's so cute.
Doing a little speckled one.
Is that your pattern?
This is by Madeline Mayco on Etsy. I do this one as like my cheaper penguins that are quicker because it's a little no-sew pattern. So.
And then you have another penguin, but it's bigger.
I do have a bigger one. Yeah, it's like a pretty big size one.
Ooh, look at the time. We have our first giveaway. Do you want to do it?
Oh, yes. All right. Do you guys want to hear? I'm sure you do. Like, that's a silly question, right?
There's a little lag, like when we go live on YouTube where we ask a question, it takes a minute until we see your responses. And so we're like, do you?
Do you?
Let us know. Yeah.
So the first giveaway is going to be for 2 patterns, one from me and one from Camryn. So for Camryn's pattern, it is her blanket pattern, which is so cute.
Mm-hmm.
And for my pattern, it is the nutcracker pattern to go along with our little holiday theme. So we will have one person that is going to win both of those.
So are we going to do just a random, are you going to close your eyes and click a random person? Can we click on it? Can we click on everybody in the chat?
Good question. I'm not sure, actually.
We should have, how do we?
Yeah, I guess we could just close our eyes and pick somebody.
Let's see. Can you hear me? It looks like some people couldn't hear me. We'll see. I'm so excited. Sounds good to me. Okay, perfect. Okay, maybe let's see. I'm trying to click on the people in the chat and it's not working. Is it working for you?
I can it doesn't really let me click on oh wait, yeah, I can.
Oh, you can? How'd you do it?
I just kind of stopped on somebody and then just clicked on their name and then it comes up. It asks you to report the comment though, so don't do that obviously. But
don't do that. Everybody's waiting pick me. We're literally just how do we pick you?
I'll just do this and scroll and pick somebody and then I'll say who it is.
Okay, I'm excited.
All right, we have Debbie B.
Ooh, Debbie B. Debbie B. You got the patterns.
So if that's you to claim, you're gonna have to email us because we're not gonna be able to see your email in the chat and everything. You don't want to put your email in the chat anyway.
You don't have to add your email. You just email us and then we'll get you the patterns and then we can put can we put our emails in the chat?
Good question.
Or our emails are super easy too.
Yeah, it's just katiebeingcreative@gmail.com and then cameronscutecreations@gmail.com.
Yep, we're nice and easy. So just our name on YouTube, all one word @gmail. So Debbie can send us an email and we will get them their pattern. I'm so excited.
Me too. I will write down Debbie so that we know she's the one for the first one.
Love it. So fun. And we have more giveaways, so stay tuned.
Yes, that was just the first one.
The last one's the best one.
It is, totally.
I'm so excited.
Have to save the best for last.
Yeah, seriously. That's so fun. Okay, and then I saw a couple people were asking what we were working on. So you're working on Penguin. I'm working on my snowman right now. I just finished a body.
Cute.
These are my little guys back here.
They're adorable.
By the way, because I was telling Katie before we went live, we were chatting, and I told her I wish I could be in my cute craft room, but the internet in there is so bad. So kitchen,
you gotta make do.
I decorated. There they are. So that's what I'm working on. Love it. Love it. So, okay. What's your all-time favorite pattern?
Ooh, that's so hard to choose.
What did you choose?
It changes by the day. I always love the Mabel chicken though from Oak and Marlow.
Oh, okay. That pattern is, now that you say it, it's one of my favorite patterns ever. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so fun to whip up. It's so fast. And they always turn out so cute no matter what. Even if you're a little weird look, even if you're are off
a little
on
lumpy
the eyes,
or something,
they're still so cute.
It doesn't matter,
You can't mess them up. Every single one I've seen where people have tagged, Oak and Marlow, where I've seen her repost or just seen on Instagram. Because we all make them. They're so cute. Everybody makes them.
We do. All of us do.
They're always cute. It doesn't matter how, and you can customize it different ways.
Exactly.
That's one of my favorites too. Let's see. Someone's working on a jumbo turtle. Amanda's working on a jumbo turtle.
I almost bought a jumbo turtle pattern the other day.
You found one?
I did. Is from Crochet by Jenna. She's here on YouTube and stuff too.
God.
I almost bought her like human-sized turtle pattern. I feel like I should have, but I didn't because I'm just like, I don't know if I'm ever gonna get around to making that.
You're like, is this gonna sell at a market? Probably not, but I want to make this.
That is the thing. I'm like, I think I just have to make this for myself.
So funny. Let's see, Addie. I'm giving Addie a shout out. Hello. Let's see. Amanda makes the chickens too, and they're a bestseller. They're a bestseller for me. Are they a bestseller for you too?
Me too, definitely. I have 6 of them right now, and I'm like, I think I need to do more.
Yeah. Oh, you need more for sure. Let's see. Sophia's asking, do y'all have any? Whoopsies. Do y'all have any tips for indoor markets?
I feel like indoor and outdoor is, pretty similar, except outdoor you gotta make sure that your stuff is like down.
Like, sure. I think indoor markets are easier because you can usually keep it set up longer.
Yeah.
You
can come the day before and set up a lot of times, like that type of thing.
But for some reason, I always prefer doing the outdoor ones. I just feel like the lighting's always better.
And I feel like people can see you easier and like want to come up to you and that type of thing too.
Yeah, totally. Okay, let's see. I'm currently so stressed about how much I need to, let's see. About how much I need to make for my crochet market that I'm sitting doing nothing because I can't decide what to do first.
Write a list is always a good idea.
Do you ever like break up lists into smaller things?
I probably should, but I have a full list right here. I actually do an inventory series on my TikTok.
Oh!
And this is like my full thing for all my small items that I want to prep. So like all my $5 to like $20 items are here, and I have like 4 axolotls, 5 baby turtles, 8 bees, and like so far I'm at 5 out of 8 bees, and that type of thing.
I love it. So you've got it down to a system there.
I do, and I do it as a series on TikTok, and I update like almost daily because it holds me accountable that way.
Do you go live on TikTok?
I do. Normally at least once a week I do.
Once a week? I love that.
That's my more like
Instagram.
Yeah, that's my more like chill, like we listen to music and like chat about things that aren't just crochet.
Totally. I love it. Just hang out like we're doing now.
Exactly. It's more like this, not as structured.
Love it. Let's see. Who are your guys' biggest supporters, either in the community or outside of it? Ooh.
Okay, well, Camryn is always a huge supporter. I mean,
you too. I was gonna say you.
Really?
Yes.
Great minds think alike.
I just love like how we first started. Well, how did we first even start collabing? I feel like did I reach out to you?
I was thinking about this the other day, and so I went and looked back on our Instagram DMs, and you did reach out to me like right before your wedding, and you were like, "I'd love to do a collab, but I have my wedding coming up, so it might have to be after." And I was like, "That is fine," but I'm like so honored that you reached out.
That's been almost a year then.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Right?
That's so fun. I love that. I feel like I think I do remember reaching out to you, and I knew you were on YouTube, and I just was not super big on YouTube yet, and I'm like, this girl knows her stuff.
And now you have more than me on YouTube.
That's so funny. I was just like, she's so cool. And then I remember you were saying that about me on Instagram. You're like, you have so many Instagram, you know.
You do.
And I was like, no, you're so cool. Like, I want to be your friend. And then we started doing Zoom calls to do our collabs.
Yeah.
But then just the other day, you were like, why don't we FaceTime when we like chat about stuff? Because we're so bad at Zoom.
Yeah, I'm like, we can't figure out Zoom, so why don't we just FaceTime?
I was like, wait a second, why do we Zoom every time? Well, when we screen record, it makes sense. But when we don't, it's like, wait, why?
Why not just FaceTime? Yeah.
Let's see. I love it. And then what about outside of the community? like
my
your
parents,
I feel like your
for
parents are super
sure.
supportive.
I think anybody that like watches my market vlogs and stuff knows that because my parents are like always there and they're the ones helping me set
They
up and
help
stuff.
you at so many shows. I love that.
They're at almost every single one, and like I couldn't do without them, like seriously. So
Definitely. I feel like doing so many you can set up alone, but doing like the displays we do, it's so time consuming. And so like when you do have people in your life that are willing to help you, take it,
yeah, right.
I just feel like, I don't know, Peyton's kind of forced into it now because we're married. So I'm like, you married into this business. And I like
you knew what you were getting yourself into.
I was like, you knew. So we will see what ends up. Yeah, but Peyton just helps me every time. But my dad is kind of more like hit or miss. He'll help sometimes. Now that I'm married, he's like, whatever, you got Peyton. But my dad definitely helps me a lot at the beginning. Ashley said, your dad, yarn on, talking about your dad, Katie.
He is kind of famous on the channel. So.
That's so funny. I would have my dad on the channel too. My dad's helped me build a lot of my stuff. And I get questions about it all the time. And I go, well, my dad built that for me. And so I've been asking him, like, we need to have you on. Okay.
Yeah, I want to do like a full video, like teaching my dad to crochet or something. Like, I feel like that'd be so fun.
I was thinking about doing that with Peyton, but Peyton he's so good at crocheting. He just doesn't like doing it. Like, what the heck? Dude.
What do you mean you can do it, but you don't like it?
I know. I'm like, are you good? He's like, I would just rather play my video games. You're so boring. Let's see. Camryn, have you ever tried baby blankets at markets? Yes, April. I actually have a fleece baby blanket pattern that I sell at my shows. I sold 3 of them this last season. I just made 3 of them, and they all sold for $48. But I've sold other ones before that as well. I feel like with blankets, it's hard because it gets pretty expensive and it takes a bunch of time to make. It's kind of one of those items where you're probably not going to make as many of them to sell at your market. But
yeah, and they're not going to sell as often.
Yeah, so
just like the big amigurumi.
But the smaller baby blankets will sell, so that's always fun. Cam, I'd love to see you and meet your dad on a video. So funny. Love to see you and meet your dad on a video. I should definitely have him on there. And my mom, she's done a collab with me for. Have you ever tried the Lumos knitting light, Katie?
I haven't, but I actually, funny story. I was telling my mom because she's like, "What do you want for Christmas?" So I was like, there's this like knitting light, and she was like, I already got you one of those for Christmas. So I don't know if it's actual the Lumos brand or just like one she found. We'll see. Yeah. But I will be getting one soon, turns out.
Oh my gosh. So you're like, I already am getting one.
Well, so I'll have it soon.
We'll see.
Don't mind me just sliding off camera for a second. I forgot to bring safety eyes over here.
You're all good. I'm sorry, but I can't imagine Peyton crocheting. I taught him how to crochet, and he did like 2 rows, and then he was out. He was just not about it anymore. But
I feel like that's like a guy thing typically, because I have taught like a couple of guys, and they're just like, "Oh, this seems kind of cool," and they start, and then they just get like all frustrated.
Oh my gosh, too funny. You're like, yeah, whatever. How many people have you taught how to crochet?
I think like maybe 8 or 10 or so, like a good amount.
Nice. Yeah, it's like that's quite a few.
It is. I like recently have taught like even more people, I feel like, so my number is adding up.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny. You're like, yeah, I'm a pro at teaching now. Did you ever take the craft yarn council thing?
I haven't. For the classes I'm starting to teach, it's not required, but I thought that like I'll probably go through and do it anyway, just because I don't want to be like unprepared,
Yeah, definitely. You're like, I want to be all prepared, but I feel like you're already so good at it that I don't know. It's just one of those things where it's kind of nice to have like a confidence thing, But
yeah, and just like with the terminology and stuff, I'd like to make sure that like I'm correct on everything
in the right way.
All that.
Let's see. What is your fave hat pattern? Let's see. I of course
Camryn.
like Velvet.
Yeah.
Did you like that one too?
I'm like, I bought it, I haven't made it, but I feel like I should, just to say I have.
Just to say you have. You don't do a lot of like apparel.
Not at all. Again, the same like as a temperature blanket. I'm not very good at like big projects, so I'll just stick to my small amigurumi.
Definitely element. Oh, DeLong wants to know if your PJ is a onesie, and I'm pretty sure it is, and it's so cute. I'm obsessed. Do you know where you got it? Did you get it for Christmas?
Oh my gosh, I've had this for so long. I don't know where it's from. It's probably from like Target or something.
I wore a red flannel. I was like, I thought I had Christmas PJs and I didn't, and I'm so sad about it.
Oh, just an excuse to go get some Christmas PJs.
Yeah, seriously. I'm like,
you and Peyton should get matching ones and then like take pictures.
And Alice too. Get Alice.
Yes, a little bandana or something. That'd be adorable.
Ooh, do you have any thoughts on knitting machines?
I want one. That's another thing I should tell my mom for my Christmas list, actually. Because I do want one, and I think I would start doing more like apparel type stuff if I did have one, because it would make it go by so much quicker. But I think it's a great way, especially in addition, to add to your inventory for markets, because you're able to make stuff so much quicker on them.
Definitely. Yeah, it's great for markets for sure. I feel like people always prefer the stuff that I crochet, but the other stuff does sell. And I mean, I prefer to make stuff and crochet it, but there's only so much you can physically make, So
exactly,
it is nice to have. I feel like it's just another tool that you can use. I always look at it like, I don't know. A lot of people are like, well, it's not handmade, and like it's it's that weird like, is it not? But it's definitely not like machine made. Like you're still cranking it, you're still assembling it. And
I've seen people compare it to like a sewing machine where it's still handmade, but it's just a machine is involved.
Yeah, it's not hand knit, but it's handmade, I guess. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Kind of. Let's see. I have to admit that I forgot that I have somebody picking up a custom order.
No problem.
It's okay because you're here. So if it looks like they'll be here in like maybe 25 minutes.
No problem. I will take over.
So if I just run really quick, they're picking it up here. So I'll be like 2 seconds. But
no problem. That's a good thing about having somebody else on here. I can just be like, so Camryn will be right back.
I got the text and I my group chat with my friends too. We started a book club and we're nerds. We're just like, let's start a book club. I wish it was a crochet club, but they don't. That's the next
we have to do that on here.
So they've been like just going off in the chat right now, or like in our group chat, and so my phone is just constantly like, I'm like, get out, like I'm live.
Yeah.
And then it pops up like, I'm on my way to come pick up the order, and I'm like, oh.
That's okay. It happens to the best of us. I feel like scheduling wise, recently I'm like struggling to make sure things aren't overlapping.
I feel like I'm just and then custom orders are so hard, or like meeting times, because we like wanted to meet another day, but then like something else happened, and let's meet this day. Oh, I forgot, and it's just like hard.
Yeah.
But anyways, we will. At least you're here, so I don't just leave. And I like going live. It's fun to go live alone, but it's so much more fun to have somebody else because it's a conversation.
It is totally, and it's a lot less awkward too. You're not just like talking to yourself.
Well, I was just telling Katie before this, I was like, sometimes I'll just be in live and there'll be so many questions and I answer. And then there'll be like a little bit of a pause in the chat. And then I just forget. I'm like, wait, what do I say? I forgot.
This feels awkward.
Use my words. Let's see. Do you both crochet for yourselves and or your pets at all?
I haven't. I was gonna crochet. We got a dog back in December of last year, so it's almost been a year now. And I was gonna crochet him a little sweater, and then we figured out he absolutely hates clothes. And I was like, I'm not gonna spend my time on this if he doesn't like clothes.
Yeah, you're like, okay, well, you're not worth doing that for then, dude.
So I'm like, never mind.
That's so funny. Let's see. I feel like my big personal project right now is a temperature blanket, but other than that, I made stuff for Alice. Like I've made bandanas and sweaters for her, but she's the same way. She's not like super big on. I've made her a little mini velvet hat before. It was so cute on her.
Oh,
She did not like it. It was not her favorite thing. So
I'm sure.
I want to make it more of an intention to make more personal things because I feel like I make all these gifts. I make, all the things for the market.
And then you have nothing for yourself.
Yeah, well then I sit down to like actually make something for myself, and I'm just not really motivated anymore. 'Cause I'm like, I just crocheted so much,
Yeah.
I don't know, and I don't know. So we'll see. I kind of want to. Well, did you see what I posted? The Hello Kitty stuffies, like the plushies.
I did. I saw that. I was like, wait, that's so cute.
I was like, was this designed for me, or
Yeah,
like that is
like
the cutest
perfect
thing I've ever seen in my entire life. I've never been so excited for a pattern ever. Like I get it now. I get the excitement behind like getting excited for patterns because like I want to make this so bad. So I showed a picture to Peyton. He goes, "Are you gonna make that?" And I'm like, "Is that even duh?"
Yeah, that's a silly question.
Okay, let's see. I'm gonna write back my custom order gal. Let's see. I'll read out a question though, so you can answer while I'm writing her back really quick.
Perfect.
Oh, this is a good question. What Christmas themed items do you make?
This year I haven't made a single Christmas themed item, which I feel like terrible. But last year I made a ton, and I didn't like have any markets that I was going to. So because of that, it just like stayed in storage until this year. So, anyways, I did have a candy cane bee, which is my own bee pattern that I have a modification out to be a candy cane bee. I had that, and I sold that at my last market. A gingerbread man that's also my own free pattern, and sold that. I have nutcracker, snowman. I think that's most of it.
You're like, that's about it. But you haven't done any this year yet.
I haven't, and I honestly don't know if I am going to do too much this year.
Yeah.
Because I only have the one more Christmas market, and then after that is January.
Yeah, and it's like, okay. I know it's so hard. I see on Instagram, and I made a post about it the other day, like, a lot of people, it looks like in the maker community, I know it feels this way. I feel like I'm in such comparison mode sometimes that I don't mean to be, but I'm like, how do they get so much done for that season? But it really is working before the season starts, and I need to be better about that. Like, I need to, I don't know, like, just
it's hard to get in that mindset before it's like actually happening.
Yeah, I know, right? I'm like, I don't know. So that's
And I feel like I did so well with fall this year. I prepped so much, but I had like way more fall markets versus Christmas. I'm trying to take it a little easy because like my whole family has their birthdays like basically right now, and then Christmas and everything. So it's like a million things at once.
You're like, there's just too much going on. That's how I feel too, like with custom orders and shows. And Peyton's birthday is next week. I have a friend's birthday next week.
Wait, what day is his birthday?
His is the 5th.
Mine's the 6th.
Is it really? Oh my gosh, that's so fun. I love it. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do for your birthday?
My sister and I are having a combined birthday party the week after because her birthday is 5 days after mine.
I love it.
So we're just having some friends over. We just got a 10-in-1 table thing that's like foosball and ping pong and pool and like all of that. So we just have like a bonfire and s'mores and stuff.
It'll be so fun.
It'll be awesome.
So how old's your sister? Is she younger or older?
2 years older, so she'll be turning 23 and I'll be turning 21.
Oh my gosh, so fun!
Right?
21, the big 21.
I know. I'm like crazy. It feels crazy, but yeah, the craziest I'll get is probably like a glass of wine and a crochet.
You're like, gonna sip some wine and crochet. Is that like good? So my 21st birthday, I went to Secret Life of Pets 2 with my dad. That is literally what I did.
Funny.
And it was It was a great day. Like, I didn't feel like crap the day after.
Yeah.
I'm mad about it, and I had
That's
so
like
many
the main
friends.
thing.
I'm a June birthday, so I was always like pretty young for my grade. So all my friends were like,
Mm.
"We're gonna take you out. We're gonna have like part." I'm like, "No." I crocheted in the movie theater with my dad, and that was it. I had
Yeah.
a drink later in the day. That's so
Yeah,
funny.
that's perfect. I will most likely be the same way. I mean, we normally go like out to eat and mini golf on like my actual birthday, so that's probably about as much as it'll be.
Definitely, yeah. It's like, all right, so fun. So, do you have any other siblings?
Just my sister.
Okay,
You
so
have one brother, right?
I have one brother, yeah, and he's older
Yeah.
too. He's just a year older than me though. So that's funny. We're the babies.
We are.
Peyton's the baby too. So we're like kind of spoiled in our family.
Too funny.
Okay, let's see. Any questions here? How many items do you recommend to make for a 2-day market? I sell keychains, plushies. Okay, I feel like that's a big question. I'm gonna go put these. I just texted her. I'm gonna put the orders on the front porch. So I'm gonna leave this question to you and disappear for a second,
No problem.
and then I'll be back.
Sounds good.
Okay, I'm gonna go get. They're calves, by the way. I'll show them.
Oh,
I'll show
cute.
them here really quick before I give them. So I'll be right
Yeah,
back.
I want to see them.
Okay.
Yeah, cute. Okay, well, to answer the question or start answering it while she's gone, I don't normally have a specific amount that I say, like, oh, I want to have 100 items or 200 items or whatever. I just try to come up with, I would like to make this much at my market. And this is actually something I got from Camryn and started doing after she started talking about it, is come up with a money amount and then try to double your inventory. So if you want to make $100, try to make sure you have $200 in inventory at your market so that hopefully you'll sell about $100 worth. So that's what I've started doing, and I find it works best. And then I do also just have, like I was showing earlier, a list of items that I'm like, okay, I had chickens that sold really well last time at my market, so I have 9 chickens on my list to make. So that type of
I was
thing.
listening to you that whole time.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's exactly how I would do it.
Yeah, I'm like that. I got it from you, so. Oh my goodness, I love them.
Eye looks kind of weird. Let's see. There, that's better. Sometimes you just have to give them a little yeah.
Right, just like move things around, but that is so cute.
This is supposed to be a Highland. I kind of like freestyled the hair.
It's so cute though. I love it. For someone that doesn't do amigurumi, I'm like, girl.
I'm trying. I got this pattern was cozy stitch, I think.
Okay.
Wait, yes, a cozy stitch.
Yeah.
She does other really cute ones too. So
that is adorable.
I'm gonna put them in their little container for her and like have them sitting all cute. Okay, let's see if there's any other questions I can ask because I have to go run and put these on the porch again. Let's see. Oh, here's a good one. Oh wait, there's a few good ones. How do y'all take custom orders and how do y'all deliver them? Well, that's good. I will go do this as you answer.
Perfect.
Okay.
So I typically don't do custom orders like very often. I will sometimes, like at my market that happens every single month. Sometimes if somebody says, hey, can I get this just like in a different color or something that would be easy for me, I'll tell them, okay, if you can wait a month, then I'll make it for you and bring it to the next market. And a lot of times that works out for people because it is a market that a lot of people come to each and every month. So that's something that works well. And then I mainly do orders for like friends of friends and stuff. So like my parents, my mom posts on Facebook and stuff, my market setups. And then one of her friends would be like, oh, I want one of those. So either we'll like go to their work and drop it off or like go to their house and drop it off or something like that. So that's like the main thing. I don't like formally do custom orders, not for like people I've never met in person before. So I don't have the best answer for like that type of thing, but yeah, that's like pretty much it. I would say though, if you are gonna do like custom orders online, to be very careful because there are a lot of like Instagram scammers and stuff out there that'll like ask for your PayPal and stuff. I would say it's best to like go through Etsy or like your own website or something, just to be sure that people are like purchasing legitly and not actually like trying to scam you, because that would obviously be really bad. Aren't Camryn's snowmen so cute? I'm so excited to make them when they come out. Let's see what other comments we got going on. How do you make conversation with people who are looking at your items? I'm super introverted. I find that it helps. My mom is almost always with me at markets, and I find that she's really helpful to have because she is a lot more extroverted than I am, and she'll start conversations with people. And a lot of people too will just like start a conversation with you. They'll look at your stuff and be like, "Are you the one that made this? This is so cool." And then it's easier to, kind of come up with the conversation from there.
Is that your mom, you said?
Yeah.
And does she do the markets with you?
Almost every single one, and she'll be like, "Hi, this is my," like literally she has like a whole spiel like, "Yeah, she makes it, like, isn't she great?" And I'm like,
that's so fun. She's like, "Yeah, let me hug up my daughter right now."
She knows I'm introverted, so she's just like, "Yeah, this is her," and I'll like sit there and crochet.
You're like, "I'm the one that makes this, I'm shy."
Pretty much.
Like the more you do too, like the more you get in the groove of talking with people, because I remember
Totally.
I'm super extroverted, but like at my first show I was super nervous, and then once you do say a lot of the same things over and over again.
Yeah.
Does your mom have like almost like a little pitch that she uses each time?
Sometimes she'll be like, "Hi, how are you?" And then it's like "Who makes this?" And she's like, "Oh, it's her. She does such a great job, doesn't she?"
You're like,
I'm like, "Stop it, but don't stop it."
I love it. It's so cute.
We are at a little bit past the 60-minute mark now, actually.
What? I was gone for
That's okay.
my giveaway. Peyton's here now, so he's dealing with my custom order for me.
Okay.
I was like, I felt so bad. I was like, "Here's my husband's number. I'm in the live right now."
So sorry, I didn't plan this well.
Sorry, I didn't mean to. And Peyton's supposed to be picking up. I told Katie before this, but I got a camera on Cyber Monday. So I can start. I've always filmed videos on my iPhone. So now I'm super excited because he's gonna pick that up today, and then I can.
That's awesome.
I might have to pick your brain about cameras, Katie.
Honestly, I should probably know more than I do, but
I should probably.
I basically just know how to record, and like that's it.
That's so you're like, I just do this. I know we should take like a class together or something. I feel like that'd be fun, like an online class.
That would be great because I need it.
That would be so fun. Okay, so I just have to read this. Hannah goes, "Praise Joanne for Peyton." So true. So true. Okay, giveaway. Sorry.
That's too funny.
I gotta get into giveaway. Our giveaway for the hour mark. I can't believe we've been live for an hour.
I know. It goes by so quick.
I love this. Okay, so we are gonna be giving away 2 patterns. One is my pattern and one is Katie's. And the patterns are Katie's adorable penguin pattern because we thought winter and penguin cute. Okay.
Of course.
I know that this isn't amigurumi, but it's my beanie pattern. It's kind of a must-have if you do markets, especially this time of year. And yeah, those are the patterns that we'll be giving away in this little bundle. So we've got Yay Penguin, OMG Penguin. Okay, Katie, you're gonna have to go and click the person because I don't know how.
That's okay.
Last time.
Yeah, I might just be like weird for you because you're the one that started the live. I'm not sure.
Maybe. I can't click and do it. So maybe you go close your eyes again. We'll trust Katie with the.
Not looking, I promise.
I know, right?
It's dark. All right, we have collectible crochet.
Collectible crochet! Yay! I love it. It's so fun.
Writing down their names too, so that we
So
can.
collectible crochet. You can send us an email. So you can either send us the same email, just send us the same email as Camryn'sCuteCreations@gmail.com and then KatieBeingCreative@gmail.com.
Yep.
And we will send you your free pattern. By the way, even if you have the patterns that we're talking about, you can substitute one if you already have it.
Yeah. So if you have my penguin pattern, you can choose something else off my Etsy, and I'll send you that instead.
We can work something out.
Exactly. That's only fair.
Yeah. We don't want to. Rip you off here.
Yeah. Just get something for free that you already bought.
Yeah. Seriously, like, congrats. Wow. Peyton just opened the door. It is so snowy.
Oh my goodness.
It's crazy. How many?
I think it's like 80. Should I check?
2, maybe 4. 2 to 3. 2 to 3 inches.
Wow.
Okay. I definitely thought there was more, but Peyton, do you want to come say hi?
We got to say hi, of course.
I'm live with Katie on YouTube. Did you know I was doing this? Yeah.
Yeah, it's 73 here. So
Katie's in Florida and it's 73.
Oh, you are very lucky.
I know, it's warm. I'm in like this Christmas thing and I'm like, I'm quite warm here.
Look how cute her look. I would Christmas pajamas like that for us.
I told her you guys should get matching ones with Alice too.
And with Alice.
I'm such a terrible influence. I'm like, come on.
He walks away, he goes, I don't know about that.
That's so funny.
Whatever. I forced him to come say hi, and then he's like, no.
He's like, you're not getting the Christmas pajamas.
I know, right? He's like, that's not happening. Oh, he just got home from work, and then I instantly put him to work, and I'm like, go figure out my custom order.
And come on the live, come on.
And come say hi.
I did finish this little penguin.
Oh my gosh, it's so cute.
I feel like he ended up a little lopsided. Anytime I make something on a live, I feel like it doesn't turn out as good.
That's how I feel.
I'm not paying as much attention.
I think it's so cute, though.
Thank you. This isn't the pattern that I'm giving away, though. This is by Madeline Mayco on Etsy, if any of you are interested.
And yours is a little bit bigger than that, right?
Mine is probably like 3 times the size. It's big.
It's a big penguin.
Yep.
So cute. How much do you sell those for?
These are 14.
14? That's a good price point. I feel
people
like
love them.
Sell so well for you.
They do, especially this time of year. People are like, oh my god, like the little penguins.
It's so cute. So fun. I love it. Everybody's like, oh my gosh, with it in the chat.
I love doing, this is the typewriter in the speckled burlap blanket.
Yeah.
The same for the chickens. But I love doing it for the little penguins because they look like little, like baby penguins, the little chicks, because they're, you know how they're like fuzzy when they're born? So it looks more like a baby one.
I can see that. It's so cute. I love that. Alice is squeaking her toy. Alice, come here. She gets these. Have you heard of BarkBox?
Yeah.
So she gets like the curated whatever. She gets her toys each month and the whole thing. But this one month she got it's a toy that's a bag and it had seeds in it. Like seeds. It's like a bag of chicken feed, I guess.
Oh, whoa.
And then she got the chicken, but she takes the seeds out and she like squeaks them so loud. So
that's so funny. Our dog, for Halloween, we got him a little pumpkin basket that had little candies in it. So that reminds me of that.
That's so cute. Yeah, it's like a toy with more toys in it.
Yeah, and he's like obsessed. my mom one day put like one of his bones in the little pumpkin basket, and he was actually carrying the basket. I was like, I wish you got a picture of that because I wasn't home to see it.
This is my bag.
It's such cute. I'm like, oh my gosh.
That's adorable. I love it. Yeah, you should get bark box for him sometime. I bet he'd love it.
I'm sure.
I think you can just get 1 month. I like totally got upsold too though, because I was, they were like, oh, you could save if you do this, and you can save if you do
get the whole thing. Yeah, and you're like, why not?
Like, well, yeah, might as well. I'm saving $100, like whatever. And so I ended up getting, but you get kind of a lot. You get a lot of treats in it. It's too much for how little they are. Like Alice has so many treats. I don't think she could ever get through this many. So I give them to like my friend's dogs. I'm like, here's a bag of treats.
Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah, we get like all kinds for him to like try, and then it's like, okay, he doesn't like this one as much, so now it's like our neighbor's dog has the other one. I'm sure they like love my mom. They're like, we love the neighbor just because she gives us all these treats.
They're like, that lady's awesome. So fun. What are you making, Camryn? I'm making, whoops. I just dropped my furls hook.
Oh no.
Fine. It's
okay,
fine.
good.
Do you use furls?
I use clover hooks, actually.
Oh, clover's nice.
They are.
They're comfortable.
I tried the furls, and I feel like if I tried it for longer, I probably would get used to it, but I was just like, I don't know.
There's a little learning curve. I feel like, I don't know, you have to get used to it. But then, okay, I tried using just like a normal whatever, like metal, like hook the other day without the ergonomic grip. And I made something and my hand hurt so bad.
I'm sure.
How did I used to use just those, But I think because now my hand's used to this. But yeah, I've been doing a bunch of crochet gifts, so I've been working with different types of
different sizes. Yeah.
That's
how I feel about
any gifts this year?
One, I think, because the rest of my family has like so many crochet things for me that I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna do. Actually, I don't think anyone is on here, so I could technically say what I'm planning on for gifts.
Wait, who is
it? My new boyfriend that you heard about earlier. He's not on here, so it's fine. He texted me before this and asked if he could use my Disney Plus while I'm on the live, so I know he's not on here.
I'm like, is it gonna come out?
But his favorite animal is a meerkat, so I bought a meerkat pattern the other day, and I'm gonna make that.
A meerkat? Who has a meerkat pattern?
Oh, I don't even remember the designer, but I know she only had like 70 sales on Etsy or something. So I was like, I hope I don't even, it was like a reel or something that came up for me. And I was like, okay, I need to buy this pattern. I'll definitely like, once I make it though, I will share like on my stories and stuff. Well, actually, not on my stories because he'll see it. I'll share after I give it to him.
Yeah, just block him or see your stories. You're like, I can share it, and then like,
yeah, right. And now like his whole family follows me though, so I'm worried if like I share it at all, they'll just like me.
Everybody's saying congratulations, Katie.
Thank you all. I hope he's not here. I don't think he is.
Is he in here? I know when I'm talking about gifts, I'm like, are they in the chat? Or
I'm like, I'm gonna ruin the whole thing.
That's so funny. But he's using. Did you say he's watching something on Disney Plus?
Yeah, he texted like right before I got on the live, and he was like, "Can I use your Disney Plus while you're on live?"
What is he watching?
I think The Simpsons. I don't know for sure, but
that's so funny. Oh, that's so sweet. I love that. It's so fun. And then he doesn't have anything crocheted from you yet. So
he has one thing.
You made him something? What'd you make?
While I was at his house one day, I made him a little leggy frog, but that's it so far.
Oh, does he love it?
He does. It's just like right on his couch.
That is so cute. Oh my gosh, I love it. No, Katie, like when we FaceTimed before the live, and I was like, those are pretty flowers. She's like, thanks, my boyfriend gave them to me. And I go, oh.
I know, I just like dropped that. She's like, boyfriend.
I was like, what? So fun. I'm so happy for you. And he's going to love that.
Thank you.
I feel like
yeah, he is.
It's a special gift.
It is.
It's
I think he
custom.
already knows that, like, that's my plan, but it's not his only gift, so, you know.
Yeah. So it's like, I don't know if I've ever made Peyton anything. Peyton, have I ever made you anything? He goes, you made me the happiest man in the world by marrying me.
Oh,
That's so sweet. That was really nice.
good answer, Peyton. Good answer.
No, I don't think I've ever made him anything crochet.
It's like on Family Feud. Good answer. Good answer.
We love that answer instead of no, nothing.
What do you mean? You haven't made me anything?
That's so sweet. Yeah, I don't think I.
Oh my God.
I have. You know why though? It's because I don't know if I should. I don't know if I should say it or not. I have.
Oh no.
I'll say it. This is like when you go live for too long, the truth comes out, right?
Yeah, right.
I've made a blanket for every guy I've ever dated, and it never worked. I mean, a blanket though, so it's not a meerkat.
Yeah.
You know, don't.
Oh wait, I feel like I think they call it like the knitting curse or something, but I've heard that
they call it something. It's like the blanket or the sweater curse or something.
Sweater curse. I think you're right. Yeah.
Yes, and I always feel like I'm so ripped off when it started like a way more elaborate blanket, and then throughout they've gotten kind of I'm like, is this gonna even stick? You know, I'm gonna just like whatever. It's just a small throw at this point. And then I think my dad, because my dad knew it too, and he goes, when I started dating Peyton, he's like, don't make him a blanket.
You're gonna ruin it. Don't make him a blanket.
Don't ruin this one. Don't do it.
And now you're married, so maybe it's safe enough now.
I think that was it. So don't make him a blanket, Katie.
I won't. You know, I did. Okay, I'll wait until like in the future maybe, but I did like save a blanket pattern that I was like, oh, I can like this.
So funny. I would love to know if anybody else have ever experienced the curse.
Yeah.
I know it's a thing. I've
heard it. I have heard it, so that's so funny.
That's so funny. You're like, no, that's what my boyfriend asked for. Don't read too much into it. I will. At this point, I make blankets, but I make them for both of us. You know, so
that's true.
I put your blankets kind of technically for Peyton too, because it's like our first year of marriage. That's what the little tag I got for it,
and it's huge.
I have to have somebody use it with me because it's literally I'm gonna drown under it. It's so big. So my son's past girlfriend, I made them blankets and they broke up. Karen, no.
Oh no.
It's the worst.
Not the blanket curse or the sweater curse. I think that's what it's actually called, is the sweater curse. But that's
the sweater curse. But yeah, I think I kind of used that was for me, is the blanket curse. But you know, that's just what it is. But anyways, that's why. It's so funny. Are you asking for anything particular for your birthday this year, Katie?
I honestly have no clue what I want, and like my family and like said boyfriend is like keeps being like, come on. Like this weekend, him and I have plans to go to the mall so that I can pick out what I want, because I have no idea what I want.
This. Can you go to Joann's and be like, this?
You guys are gonna think this is like really cute, which it is, but like our second or third date or something, we drive past the Joann and he's like, do you want to go? And I'm like, well, of course. So we go in the store and I'm like, the yarn isn't on that good of a sale, so I'm not going to get anything. And he's like, we're not leaving the store until you pick out something.
I'm crying. That's so cute.
So
Katie's a keeper.
I'm one happy lady, to say the least.
You're like, yeah, I'm the one. He lets me pick out whatever I want at Joann's. And they go, Katie, that's goals. Oh my gosh, she's a keeper. That's so sweet. I love it.
I know, he's literally like, we're not leaving the store. And the store's like about to close. I'm like, okay, I'll pick out something.
I'll pick out all the yarn then. Thank you. That's so cute. I like. She goes, put a ring on it.
Put a ring on it. biggest green flag.
Was it DeLong? I think it was DeLong who did for her birthday, she did what did she call it? It was like a yarn store something where she like hopped from yarn store to crawl. Like
cool.
Yarn store crawl or something like that. So
Yeah.
she went to a bunch of different ones and picked out a bunch of yarn.
That's funny. I did on my birthday last year, I went to the mall and then I did go to Joann too. Because they still have the Black Friday sales up until my birthday. So I'm like,
they did it for
you know?
They did it for you, yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, see, they just knew.
They know they're like, that's why they keep the sale going. They're like, Katie needs her yarn for her birthday. No, that's so fun. I love that. I love that now the secret's out.
Yeah, it definitely is out. We have 137 people here. So a lot of people know now.
Well, I asked you too. I'm like, do they know you have a boyfriend yet? And you go, they're gonna find out in my next video because he's helping me tear down.
Yeah, you guys, if you watch my market vlogs, keep a close eye out on the next market vlog.
We can like pause and like see, get a good look at him. We're like, okay.
See what he looks like.
Yeah. That's so fun. Now you've got another helper. That's
the big thing. Okay.
That's the biggest.
I'll just say this. He's in almost done with his program to be a firefighter. Actually, his graduation is on my birthday, funny enough. But
I think she's at the front door. Peyton. But sorry.
No problem. But
what'd you say? Sorry.
And my tent is like pretty heavy, and when we were like loading everything up in the car, he just like picks up the whole thing, and I'm like, "Do you want to help me?" And he's like, "No."
Aw, so sweet.
So he's gonna be at like all the markets now. He just doesn't know it yet.
Oh, I love it. Sorry, Alice is now. The whole order is happening, and Alice is like not okay with it. You know.
Oh, trust me. If anybody came to my house, our dog would be the same way. So
she's like, "Oh, come here." Oh, she's upset. She's grumpy. Okay, are we good?
She's like, "There's somebody here."
Chillest live ever. We're not like.
Yeah, thankfully. I mean, it's a Friday night, so you know.
Yeah, I know. We're just hanging out. It's chill. Oh, she's gonna get in trouble. No, she's fine. We don't really get mad at Alice. She's just doing her job.
Yeah, technically, yeah.
But sorry, you say that he is a firefighter, or he's training to be a firefighter?
Training, and he actually graduates from his program on my birthday.
Oh, that's so fun! Oh my gosh,
I'm scared, but I'm gonna be meeting his family when they come down for his graduation.
So, oh my gosh, so that's gonna be soon.
In like a week. Actually, a week from today, I think, is when we have planned a graduation party, and then like his parents will obviously be there. So
it's gonna be a big day.
I know. I'm scared. But I mean, I shouldn't be. But it feels weirder because they've already watched my videos.
I feel like they know you. Well, we were talking. They watch your videos because he went home for break, and they were watching your videos together. That's so sweet. But now you're like, oh, they know what I'm like. But
they know me.
Yeah, it is weird because it's almost there's you know a lot about me, but I don't know you yet.
I don't know you at all. Yeah.
Yeah. Does he have any siblings?
One sister.
Okay.
A younger sister.
A younger. Will she be there?
I don't know, actually. Come to think about it,
is it the whole family or is it just the parents?
I think just his parents. Because I know his sister's in school and stuff, so I imagine she probably has to stay home for school. But
yeah, definitely, yeah. But who knows? That's fun.
Yeah, I do know that when he went home for break, he actually bought from me. I told him he could just have it, and he said no, so he paid me for it. But he got a chicken and a duck from me to give to his sister.
That's so cute. Stop. I'm going to cry again.
You get me on the subject, I will just talk about him far too much. You guys will be like, okay, Katie, shut up.
The secret is, I love it. I love it so much. But when we were texting before Thanksgiving, I was like, oh, like, what are your Thanksgiving plans? And you're like, oh, I'm hanging out with a guy. And some of my, or you were hanging out with your friends, and then, oh, a guy is coming. And I'm like,
yeah. It was actually meeting a lot of his friends for a Friendsgiving, so.
Oh, that's so. Did they like you? Probably loved you.
I think so. I hope so.
You're like, I always would ask. I'm like, did your friends like me? I mean, James still just like, I'll be like, did your mom like me? And he's like, dude, my mom loves you. Like, chill out. We are literally married.
We're married. Like, do you think I would have married you if my mom didn't like you?
I know, right? I'm like, sorry, I'm just paranoid.
Yeah. No, I'm the same way. I'm like, I hope they liked me. And he's like, they liked you. It's fine.
Not to love. You crochet?
That's always like the big topic of conversation. And I just feel like I'm the only one talking because people are like, oh my God, that's so cool. I'm like,
you're like talking about, no, that happens like when you start, someone brings you up or hypes you up about, oh, she's on YouTube, or oh, she crochets. And then everybody like asks all these questions. And I feel so bad because I feel like, yeah, I'm just talking about myself. And I'm like, yeah. And then they go, and we were just talking about this too. They'll go to your YouTube right in front of you. And you're like, no, don't do it. Don't do it right in front of me. It's so awkward.
Literally, we already went to, okay, we've been spending like every weekend together. So we went to an engagement party for one of his friends. And of course, I'm just like meeting different people, chatting with them, whatever. And he goes, yeah, she's like famous. And like pulls up my Instagram and like showing people.
Like, oh my God, Instagram. Just saying.
And people are like, oh my God, you have like 10K. I'm like, oh yeah.
You're like, just let me crochet.
I'm like, it's just crochet, guys. Like, it's not a big deal.
That's so funny. And I love that. They're like all hyping you up. I love that he's hyping you up to them. That's so cute. What do you working on now? I thought I saw some pink.
Another penguin, just pink.
Oh my gosh, it's so cute.
I love doing the little pink ones. They always sell super well too. So.
Well, yeah, it's pink.
Of course.
People that love pink will buy anything that's pink.
Yep. So I do pink, dark pink on the top, and then light pink.
No, that's so cute.
I love.
Oh my gosh, have you seen that? It's like kind of a pinky color. Have you seen the Bernat frosting yarn?
Oh, I think I might have it actually, yeah.
I feel like that'd be kind of cool for like the kind of fleckily look, you know?
Yeah.
Like pink, maybe.
I might have to do that. That's a good idea.
Yeah, like, I don't know. What yarn is that? It looks fuzzy. Let me guess what yarn it is.
I'm sure you probably know.
Is it Bernat blanket?
It is.
Wow.
That was an easy guess.
Do you know the color names?
This one, I'm not sure, but this one's baby pink.
Baby pink. That's easy.
This is baby blanket, and I know this one's regular blanket. I think it's deep fuchsia.
Ooh.
I think that's the name.
I just love yarn names. I just think they're so funny. And I don't know. I just love that they're just random things sometimes, you know?
Yeah. Sometimes it's just like pink, and sometimes it's like something off the wall that you've never heard of. It's like, what?
No, Peyton and I were talking about this the other day. This is kind of off subject, but kind of the same thing. We're talking about like sense of like men's stuff versus women's stuff. And like, like he's like, your scents are like champagne toast and like rose petal, blah, blah, blah. You know, it's like these long names. And he's like men's soap is like granite.
Like wood.
Rock. Yeah, wood. And I'm like, that's so true. He's like, what is that even supposed to smell like? Like stone. You know?
Just like a lumberjack in the forest.
I know, I'm like, wow, so manly.
That's so funny.
Let's see. Dong asked, what is your favorite social media platform? Do you prefer YouTube or Instagram?
That's such a hard question. I personally think I love them both for different reasons. I feel like YouTube, I love sharing like tips and tricks and like being able to help people. But Instagram, I love being able to like connect with people more. So it's like two different purposes.
I know. I feel like they are different. I don't know. They're both so fun. Don't make me choose.
Right? I'm that way with everything. Like, what's your favorite yarn? What's your favorite hook? I'm like, don't make me choose. I don't want to choose.
I have too many favorites.
I do. What's your favorite pattern, especially? What's the favorite thing you've ever made? I'm like, I don't know.
I know, like, it changes. It changes.
It does every day.
Oh, we got a question. What's your favorite yarn brand? Okay, I would
Bernat.
say Bernat. Okay, we're on the same page there. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, it's a giveaway time. Everybody's like, it's a giveaway time.
It is. Oh my gosh, I almost just knocked over all my safety eyes. That would have been bad.
We'll definitely be subscribing to Katie after the live. Yay!
Thank you so much.
Love it. Yes, subscribe to Katie if you haven't already. Can someone drop Katie's channel link? Are you able to click on her?
I don't know. Yeah, maybe you can just click on me and then it'll take you directly to my channel.
Or just Katie being creative, right?
It's just Katie being creative. If you type that into YouTube or Google, it'll come up. So
I think I Googled you the other day because I was trying to like find your YouTube channel to look at something, but I accidentally Googled you, and then it was nice though because like everything popped up right away. So it wasn't like, when you Google sometimes and like it's down there a ways, but your stuff
is random stuff. Yeah,
and it was
I do like that
it like suggested to fill it in, and I was like, oh, that's good.
Yeah, that means people are looking me up, so that is good.
Yeah. Let's see. Giveaway time.
Oh yeah, I forgot this is me.
You want me to do it? Either way.
I'm like this. I'll do it, and then we'll have you do the fourth one. That way, it's alternating each time.
I get a really good one.
You do. You get the last one, the best one.
This one's really good too. This one is really good though. This one is like, honestly, this one's really good.
This one is second best for sure. Okay, so for this one, it's going to be my most recent pattern and then Camryn's coming soon pattern. So for my most recent pattern, it is my no-sew pattern pack. So it is a little dinosaur, a turtle, and an egg pattern. So you'll get all three of those patterns from me, and then you'll get the snowman, or snowman, I guess I should say, Clara and Clyde. From Camryn, you'll get her little snowman couple. So this one's a really good one too.
Mine isn't technically out yet, but when it does come out next week, which you'll
get it then.
Actually a week from today, then you'll get it. I will get it to you during the early release though, which will be next Wednesday. So just, you won't get it today, but you'll get it very soon.
Exactly. So you'll still get it, don't worry.
Yes.
All right. Ready?
Okay, we're gonna do it?
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
Gotta scroll.
Are you picking in the chat or are you picking like in the actual, just whoever's in here?
In the chat. I don't have a way to see who's in here, I don't think.
Okay, so everybody's saying stuff in the chat. Pick me.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. We have Mean Justice or Justin.
Mean Justin?
Yep. I will write it down. That's what they said woot woot. That's the comment I clicked on.
Yay! Okay, sweet. So yeah, just send us an email, Camryn'sCuteCreations@gmail.com, and I'll send you the pattern, and then Katie is KatieBeingCreative@gmail.com.
Yep. Perfect.
Look at us. We've been live for an hour and a half. I feel like we could be live like all day.
I know. I am bad about that on TikTok, especially where it's more like a casual thing, and I just feel like I'm like kind of crocheting without like any. I don't know. I feel like that's what I normally do, so I'm just like,
whatever. I'm doing this already on a Friday night.
Lauren is so sweet. She's one of my moderators on TikTok and stuff too.
Katie's
I have to say, Katie's pattern is the best. They're such quick patterns.
I love it.
That's why I designed them, because they're great for markets.
That's so sweet. I love it. So you have moderators when you're on TikTok?
I do, because TikTok, out of all the platforms, gets like the most crazy, weird comments. So moderators are definitely necessary.
Instagram is bad for me recently. I don't even.
It's getting worse.
Do we even have a moderator in this chat?
Lauren might be able to still do it because I have her as a moderator on my YouTube lives.
Okay.
But because you started it, I'm not sure.
I don't know. But whatever the case is, everybody's being really awesome.
Yeah, we're not having any weird comments, so it's fine.
You're like, what'd you just say? Sweet. Okay. Oh, I don't see a moderator here. Well, everybody's been. I don't think I can. Here, I'll add you if you want to be. I don't think we. Let's see. Managing moderator, standard moderator. Which one do I add?
I guess just standard.
There we go. I think I did it. Ooh, there we go. Love it.
Great. Yeah, she's a great moderator. She like knows pretty much everything about me. So it's just like people ask like, what hook are you using or something, and she just knows based on like what I'm making.
I know. That's so awesome. I love that. You're like, yeah, you already know. I love that when somebody asks a question on an Instagram post and then somebody else replies and they know the answer. And I'm like, thank you. That's awesome.
Like, that's so helpful. Thank you.
Jamie said, just joining. Camryn, my 2 teen daughters are doing their first market tomorrow. They have been following you and you have inspired them to start their own business. Oh, that's so exciting.
That's so amazing.
Good luck from us.
Yes, for sure.
I'm excited to hear about it. I love it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's so exciting, especially to start so young. That's great.
I know, right? Katie, what's your YouTube channel? I wonder if they can see your YouTube. I don't know. We're so new to doing the lives together.
Yeah, this is our first one on YouTube together, so I'm not sure if you guys, I mean, I know it looks different for us than it does for you guys. That's why I'm like, I don't know what it looks like for y'all.
Yeah, but it's just Katie being creative. Yep, there we go. Katie being creative on everything.
Thank you, Lauren. See, she's a great moderator.
She knows. She's like, yep. Love it. Oh my gosh, yeah, and then we do have another giveaway at the end, so stay tuned. So that'll be the biggest one. It's exciting, and we have. I don't know how we're gonna do this though, Katie, because how can you put something in the chat?
I don't think I can, but I could probably. Hang on, I have my iPad right here. I'm curious if I can join on my iPad and then put in the chat.
Or we can have Peyton help too.
Yeah, if this doesn't work, then that might be what we have to do. But I might be able to just join from here.
Yeah.
Because I don't see like an option for me to chat. I only see.
How do you come up with captions for social media posts? I'll answer this if you want. Did you see if you could go on there?
I am currently looking.
Okay.
But I don't see an option on my phone to like type anything. It only shows the chats. Normally it does on just like live by yourself. So I'm not sure.
Let's see. As far as
here we go.
Oh, can you do it?
I just gotta turn the volume down so you guys don't double hear me. But
okay, sweet. So we do have a freebie for you at the end too for hanging out with us, and it's really
fun. So I can put that in the chat once we're about to hop off.
We'll do that at the end. Yeah. Okay. Yay.
Perfect.
What do you do for your Instagram captions? Like, how do you come up with ideas?
I kind of most of the time just like type whatever's on my mind. So like I'll be like, oh, this turned out so cute. I love how it turned out, and then I'll type out like who the pattern's by, and I like to include all the details because I know every crocheter. Yeah. I like to know like what size eyes is that? What size hook did they use with that yarn? Like different stuff like that. So I like to always include that.
So good at that. I'm the worst at that. I always forget, and I'm the worst at tagging. Like I'm just the worst at tagging the yarn brand and the names and things like that. But
I've just always done it, so it's a habit at this point.
Like,
but
I have to include this definitely.
Yeah. But I will say too, because I make a lot of the same things, it's easy for me to know, okay, this is a picture of one of my penguins, so I make these with this specific pattern every time. So
these colors of yarn, because we work with the same stuff over and over again.
Yep.
Love it. Let's see. Can you guys talk about how you picked up crochet?
Of course.
I think I know. Do I know your story? Do you know my story?
You had a friend teach you, our friend's mom teach you, right?
Yep.
Yep.
You had a friend teach you.
Yep, exactly. Yep, I was 16 and it was funny. We were just like walking through Walmart or something, and she wanted me to go look at yarn. So I was like, "Oh, do you crochet or something?" And she was like, yeah, and I was like, oh, I've always wanted to learn. That's so cool. And she's like, well, I'll teach you if you want. And then she ended up sleeping over at my house that night and taught me. So
That is so awesome. She's like, okay, I'll teach you.
yeah.
What was the first thing you made?
I actually still have it. It's like all the way over there though. But I do have a video on my channel of like recreating that first ever project 3 years later. So that was a fun video if I do say so myself. But it was a little draft. That was the first thing I ever finished. And that was with her help of like her making the same thing next to me, and like mine turned out all crazy looking and hers was like so cute, but you know.
I love it. You're like, yeah, it's cute.
It's a little special, but that's okay.
It's a little different. That's okay. That's so fun. Oh, this is a good question. Lindsay asked, how do you keep track of your patterns? Do you have them printed or digital?
I do a little bit of both, but most of the time I have them digital. I actually have them, most of them in my camera roll, like screenshotted. And I have a folder, like albums in my camera roll, and I have one that's called patterns, and I have them all there.
Okay, yeah, I do that too. Like digital, I feel like is easiest when you're on the go.
Yeah,
because I do printed is nice.
It is. If I'm doing like a big project, I will say I'll like print it and like have it right next to me. Or, for instance, in Florida when we get hurricanes, I always get scared we're gonna lose power and I won't be able to crochet, so I'll print out some of the patterns.
I gotta get them printed. The light is gonna be so nice when you guys like lose power.
Oh, that's so true. Yeah.
Yeah,
that'll be perfect.
I see. We don't have hurricanes here, and that sounds so. Well, hurricanes. Don't you guys have? Do you guys get tornadoes or not, anything like that?
Sometimes hurricanes can spawn off like tornadoes, and that's actually what's like the scariest part, but not really. Well, and the storm surge, of course, is scary, but we don't live like super close to the water, so that part isn't like terrible for us. But yeah,
all that freaks me out so bad because we don't have any of that, you know. So I hear that and I'm like, are you okay? Like,
yeah.
Whenever you're like, there's a hurricane, so you know, there's a lot of rain. I might not be able to do that, and I'm like, are you good?
Yeah, I remember it was in like July or something or August when we had one last, and yeah, we were supposed to do some sort of live or something together. No, maybe it was just a Zoom for like one of our videos or something. I think that's what it was. And I was like, I might have to change the date because we're getting a hurricane and I don't know if we're going to have power.
You're like, yeah, I don't know. and I was like, are you good? I'm so scared.
And I'm like, I'm fine. You know, as long as I have yarn and a flashlight, I'm fine.
You're like, as long as I have my crochet, it's all good. I guess we have like snowstorms. See, and that's like kind of different. Like we have a lot more of the snowy type stuff, but it's not as, I don't know. It's never really been where we can't leave, you know? Like we don't get snowed in or anything, but
yeah, I mean, luckily, thankfully, I should like knock on wood or something, but we haven't had any like too terrible at us, but there has like just barely, like with Hurricane Ian and stuff, like last year, when they first started showing the track. I'm in the Tampa area for anybody that doesn't know. They first started showing it a little bit north of Tampa, and then they started showing it right at Tampa, and then eventually right before it hit, they showed like Fort Myers area, and that's where it hit. But for like the longest time, I was like, this is gonna like not be good.
Oh yeah, that's so scary.
It really was.
That's freaky. But
and
different.
Yeah, luckily the one we had this year wasn't like anything close to Ian or any of like the big ones we've had. But they were like on the news and stuff making it seem like it was gonna be like that. So it was like oh no.
Sorry, I was gonna ask you a question, then I saw a really good question in the chat too. My first question is a personal question for you. Have you lived in Florida your whole life?
I have. Okay. I feel like I'm one of the few people. My parents are both from Florida.
Wow.
Both when they were like toddlers moved here. From other spots though. So I'm in the Tampa area. My dad was born up in North Florida, and at like 2 or 3 years old moved to this area. And then my mom was born in Fort Lauderdale, and the same thing, moved here when she was like 2 or 3 years old.
Yeah.
So I feel like we're, including my parents, we're like one of the few people that's actually from Florida.
There a lot of people moving there right now.
All the time. It's craziness.
That's how where we are in Washington. We're in Spokane, Washington. There are so many people moving here. It is insane. Like I don't know, I was talking to Payne about it the other day that we literally started, I mean, we like were born and raised here, and like, I mean, even just 5 years ago, there's no traffic. Like you could zip around town. Now it's like getting somewhere is such a pain. It's backed up in traffic. There's these rush hours. I'm like, no, stop moving here.
Last night, my mom's car's been in the shop, so she had to go get a loaner for the weekend because they, said it was going to be quick, and then it wasn't. So, anyways, I drove her over to get the loaner, and then drove back home. And it shouldn't have taken me that long, but it took like almost 2 hours to get home. I was like, what is this?
I hate that. It's the worst. I'm like, what the heck? It didn't used to be like this.
I know. And I'm like, I remember the days, because I used to like go to school in the same area that like the dealership is and stuff. I'm like, I remember the days where we could just like go home and
zip back.
It was like quick, but this isn't quick.
No, and it's definitely like we definitely get those rush hour times now where you'll get backed up in traffic. We never used to have that, but I'm always like, would it be bad if I'm sitting crocheting in traffic?
I was thinking that yesterday because I was like, I could be so productive right now just crocheting.
I'm sitting here anyways. I mean, I'm not.
I'll put it down when the car's ahead of me go.
I will set it aside, okay?
That's too funny.
Okay, so this is a good question. I want to go back to it.
Yeah.
I have a video on this, but I want to hear your take on it. We chatted about it a little bit. This live has been so long, but I feel like it hasn't been long, But we talked about it a while ago. How should you respond to negative comments at markets?
First off, if people aren't like saying it directly to me, I feel like you've said this a lot on like Instagram and stuff too, but a lot of people will say it to like their friend or just like under their breath or something. So if they aren't obviously like directly talking to you, I just ignore it because I'm like, I don't want the confrontation.
Definitely.
And I honestly don't think I've ever had, I'm sure I would remember it if I did, so I don't think I've ever had a person say like anything negative to me, like to my face.
Nothing that you would remember, so it's not like it was anything. Yeah,
if I have, it obviously wasn't like anything that stuck with me, so it wasn't very bad.
Like, it's fine,
but it's just about like realizing that they probably just don't understand. They don't understand why it's so expensive or why it takes so long to crochet or anything like that. And that's, if you're going to get negative stuff, that's mainly what it's going to be about, is like, why is this price type thing?
Usually people aren't like malicious,
No, a lot of times they are actually curious.
Yeah. And like, sometimes it's just, they think they're being funny, or like they made a joke and it seems weird to you, but really they didn't think it, it's just like this weird, I don't know. And
sometimes it just doesn't come out like a joke.
Yeah, definitely. It's like, oh, yeah, I don't know. Oh, this is a good question, too. How do you deal with Instagram DM scammers? How do you tell what inquiries are real or scams? I feel like nobody talks about this. Honestly, I feel like, I heard you were talking about it when I was off doing custom order stuff.
A little bit I was.
Yeah, but I feel like we don't talk about it very often. I mean, because me and you are so positive. We want to talk about all the fun stuff. And I don't even like talking about the grumpy people very often because you don't have to interact with them very often. But I have noticed the scammers are so bad on Instagram right now. It's like not even funny. Yeah,
it's like way worse than normal.
Yeah. So what do you do? Do you look out for that? Like, is there telling signs, or kind of what advice would you give somebody to be safe?
Well, I think I shared this on one of your lives before, but for anybody that, because I feel like that was a long time ago, so anybody that didn't know, I found that on Instagram, especially when you go through and use like the actual settings and schedule a post instead of just hitting post, even if it's like schedule it for like 30 minutes from now or something, I have not had any sort of those comments that's like DM this page to be featured or like whatever. Those like weird random ones. I haven't had any of those since I started scheduling all my posts.
So that's awesome. Yeah.
Versus if I just hit post, like I type out the post and just hit post, I will have quite a few of those and I just go through and delete them.
Isn't that weird? So that's a good hack then.
Yeah. So I always like to tell people that because I'm like, that's so annoying. I have to go through and like delete them. And you like get a notification. You're like, oh, somebody commented on my post. And then you're like, oh, it's just a scammer.
Yeah, you're like, oh, it's just somebody just being annoying. Yeah. It's like, that wasn't actually for me. No, I don't think
that's always my tip.
Many of the comments. I feel like when I was using hashtags, I got a lot more of that.
That is true too.
And I
don't use hashtags like very often. I will do like crochet amigurumi and like stuff like that, but I won't do like really like broad ones because I do feel like the more broad your hashtags are, the more people are going to find you and like random scammers are just going to be on there.
Definitely. I feel that way too. Like I've been getting messages on Instagram like, can I buy your products? Do you get those?
Is this still available? I literally got one of those today and one of those yesterday. I almost always look, and if the person isn't following me, I immediately just know it's a scam and I don't even reply.
Flag. If they're not following you, if you look in their account and they just look fake, because a lot of them will, it just like looks like a fake account.
Yeah.
And then just like if you do get to the point in a conversation where they're like, oh, send me a PayPal or da da da. And they're like, oh, I don't have like a website. I need to do PayPal. PayPal is like usually when they like try to scam you and stuff that I've heard.
Yes.
So like just steer clear of that. If like they're not gonna buy it from your website, then it's just not. It's not.
Yeah, from your website or your Etsy. Even like I don't normally sell physical items on my Etsy, but if I do ever, if I was ever to do that, I always tell people I prefer going through this way just because it calculates the shipping. I use that as an excuse, but really it is to make sure that people aren't scammers too. But it's also nice that they calculate the shipping and they're able, like they give the person the receipt and like all that.
Yeah,
it's a little bit easier.
It's a lot more professional all around, and like it like
and for like tax purposes and stuff too. So
yeah, definitely there are definitely benefits to doing it that way, and I feel like I don't know, it's hard because I know some people are like, well, I don't want to be on Etsy, but then it would be you'll need to set up another area, and you can do PayPal, like you totally can send an invoice on PayPal or on Square or whatever you're using.
Yeah.
But don't have it where like it's like a whole thing. Like if something feels off, like if your gut is telling you like that this is off, like just trust your gut, because sometimes they'll be like, well, something's going wrong, you need to send me money for like any of that. Just don't do it, you know, like that's not,
especially if they say anything about sending them money. That is like the biggest no.
Yeah, it's like no, that's not it. Yeah. So yeah, I've been getting those. You know what, recently on Instagram though, they have been telling me, I'll click on the message and I don't know if it's shown on yours or anything, but it'll say this might be a scammer or spam.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
Yeah, they're like, this might be. I'm like, okay, and it always is. So I'm like, okay, Instagram, you can just like get rid of these, you know?
Yeah. I guess they put it like just in case it's not for you to look at, but most of the time it's like, okay, yeah, this.
Yeah. Have you ever had like someone comment on your Instagram post and it puts it into like a hidden comment?
Yes, and every time it's not like anything negative or anything bad. So it's like, why?
And the ones that are negative or bad, like it rarely happens, but they don't even hide those. But then they put like, it'll be like, oh, that's a cute sweater, and it'll put it in hidden. And I always feel so bad because I'm like, I'm not the one doing that.
Annoys me too, but I think at least thankfully most people know that that's not like us doing it.
It's a glitch. I know. I'm like, I don't. And then you can go. Do you know you can go in and like unhide
them? Yeah, I always do. As I'm like going through and replying to people, I unhide it and then I immediately reply to them so that they know like I saw it and it's fine. But it's weird because it's always the like, oh, this is so cute, I love this, like comments like that are just the ones that get hidden. It's like,
I know. Why? What the heck? They're just being nice. But I don't know. We don't know. Instagram's a little bit, I don't know. It's been a little glitchy on me recently. Oh, here's the other thing. We're on YouTube, so we can talk about Instagram.
Yeah, we can talk bad about Instagram while we're on YouTube.
Yeah, they won't kick us off. Okay, two things about Instagram. One is they like deleted my question category on lives for like 3 weeks. Like I just couldn't even get to it.
That's
It
so
was weird.
strange.
But people could ask questions, but I couldn't see it on my end. And then all of a sudden it was fixed and it was all good. And then so I was like, okay, whatever. The other thing was okay, and I want to know if this happens to you because it happens to me pretty much every time I post a reel. So I have to do this whole roundabout way of posting my reels, which is super annoying. But anyways, I put all my text on my reel and I post it, and half the text is missing when I post it.
Okay, I've never had the text missing, but I have had because I always do like the pink color.
Yeah.
That's a part of my branding, of course, and I've had it to where like you can't even see the letters and you can just see like a pink block.
Oh, that's weird.
And I'm like, okay, and I'll have to like make sure I watch the reel like 3 or 4 times before I actually like schedule it.
Yeah.
And then go through and retry it. And it finally works eventually.
Okay, because I feel like I've talked to some people and like that happens, or like my problem where it completely disappears. So I have like a little thing that I do. So I'll share it in case anybody else is struggling with it.
Yeah.
Because it drives me nuts. I put all this text and then it deletes half of it. I'm like, what? I don't want to post this. Okay, so I save it. So I like build it and then I save it and then I like add the sound again.
Yeah.
You can save it before you post it. So that's what I do, and it saves all the text, and then I know it's like glued on there.
It's there, yeah. And if Instagram decides to delete it, then you still have it. Yeah. I've been saving it just because I upload them as YouTube Shorts as well.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
I save it there, and then if you use the same audio as Instagram, you'll get copyrighted on YouTube. So I save it like that because it saves without the audio, and then I repost it.
That's right. Oh, you're so smart.
And I just put a different like song, you know?
You're so good. You're like sharing all the hacks right now. I had another question for you. Now oh yeah. So TikTok. I'm not on TikTok. TikTok scares me because I feel like yes, because I don't know. Yes.
You're like, yeah.
No, okay, here's the thing. I started I have a TikTok, I think maybe for my brand, but I honestly have a hard time. I scroll too much on there, and so I just deleted the app altogether because I'm like, okay,
yeah,
I just scroll on here and I'm not posting on it. But now I'm like super intimidated to use it because I feel like everybody's already like super good at it, and then I don't know. I feel like Instagram's my thing, so I don't know if I can do both. But you do both.
I do.
And so, I have a question. Do you repost your things from Instagram to TikTok or TikTok to Instagram, or do you make like separate?
TikTok is my one thing that's different. Okay. I always describe it as I use Instagram and like YouTube and stuff is my more like formal business stuff, and then my TikTok is my more like fun, just crochet, hang out with me type thing. So I do my live streams on there at least once a week. I try, sometimes twice a week, depending, you know. This week it was only once because I had this one today, so it was, you know, kind of instead of.
Yeah.
But and then I do my inventory series on there that I like showed the list for a second ago.
Yeah.
So that's what I mainly do on TikTok. I do have like a mini series of like showing different ways to find markets and like stuff like that kind of.
Fun.
But otherwise I like to keep those separate. I know a lot of people do upload the same and there's like nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I always just describe it as like my fun little hangout, like get to know me personally on TikTok versus like just the crochet side of me on YouTube and Instagram.
I love it. Yeah, it's just kind of different. Well, I came across your personal. You like started a personal. I don't know how have you had
Instagram.
That
since like June or July, I want to say.
Kind of new, but I found it and I was like, oh, it's Katie's personal stuff.
Yeah, I do have an Instagram that's called Katie Being Not So Creative.
That's so cute.
And it's like my personal life. So like yesterday, I did a full like kind of day in my life, but just like showed it on stories.
Oh,
so
that's so fun.
From like the time, well, I was gonna say the time I woke up, but I actually slept over at my boyfriend's. So from the time I got back home, at at like 6 a.m. No, I left his house at like 7. But anyway, from the time I got home, I started sharing what I was doing and like everything from like doing laundry to like the dishes to like
I love that. Just showing
what
the real
I
behind the scenes.
yeah, from like the editing I got done and like all the things. So
I love it. Oh
yeah,
wait,
it's all
oh my
fun.
gosh, we're at the time for the giveaway.
I can't believe it.
Peyton, I don't think. Wait, do you have it for the freebie? We'll do that at the end, or the freebie we'll do at the end, right?
Yeah, I should be able to put it in the chat because I have our live up on my iPad.
I was gonna have Peyton to help, but you're good. You're off the hook. Do you want to come say hi? He goes, I already said hi.
Like, not again.
say. Do you want to help with our last giveaway? You can. Well, that's not.
Make it special if Peyton's here.
Peyton is a saint.
He is.
Okay, we're doing the giveaway. Last giveaway. Well, I guess he doesn't know what it is, so he just
he can't tell them.
My piece of paper just has a bunch of random notes on it. Alice will be here. Okay, family time, family
meeting.
Okay, they don't want to be on here. Okay, anyways, enough hyping this up. We are going to pick the last winner of our last giveaway. And this giveaway is really fun because, okay, you get to pick any 3 patterns that you want off of Katie's website, and then an additional any 3 that you want off of my website. So you get to pick the ones that you don't have or that you want to have. So that is 6 total patterns for free we're giving away. So 3 from my website, 3 from Katie's website. So if you want to win, chat away in the chat. Katie has already chosen each time, so I feel like it's only fair, for Katie to choose our last winner. So go in the chat. We'll see who wins.
All right. Let's see here. All right. And it is Riley. Just Riley. It said me, please.
Riley is our winner. Okay.
Riley.
I'm so excited.
Me too. Congrats, Riley.
Send us an email. Mine is Camryn's Cute Creations an email. Katie's is email.
Yep.
Let us know what 3 patterns that you want, and we will send them your way. I'm so excited.
Me too.
Yay! Are you going? Sorry, this is super random. Are you going live for your birthday? Like, are you gonna do a birthday?
I'm thinking about it. I'll probably do a TikTok live because that's more chill, and I might have like a glass of wine and
I'll be hanging out
because I'm first, so
it's legal.
Exactly.
So fun. Are you doing anything with your boyfriend for your birthday? Did I ask that?
I don't think so. Well, I think you did maybe on our other call, but I mean the people don't know, so I can say it again.
Together. We've been chatting we hopped on a call. We're 3 hours apart, so we hopped on a FaceTime call before this just to plan a couple things out at 2 my time.
Yeah.
And then so we were chatting already for like a while before.
So it's like, wait, did we say it on that call or did we say it on the live already?
Yeah.
But I have a birthday party that my sister and I are doing combined because her birthday is 5 days after mine. Yeah. So we're doing that as like a bonfire, burgers, s'mores type thing.
It's going to be so fun. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited for you. Well, happy early birthday.
Thank you. And thank you to all of you that have been saying happy birthday. I appreciate it.
So sweet. And then, happy first day of December. We wanted to do this on December 1st. When we saw it was a Friday, we were like, we need to do this on a December 1st.
Yeah, this is perfect timing.
And then for me, it's just, I think it's still snowing.
Michelle is obviously from my TikTok lives. That's so funny. She said they're going jet skis, boat riding, and bush gardens the week after. We are.
That's amazing. What?
We have so many things planned because
you and your boyfriend are?
Yeah. Because
What?
he has his program is over after next week, and then his parents will be here until like the 10th or the 11th or something. So then after that, I'm taking like a full week off, and he'll have the time off before he goes home for Christmas. So we're doing like all these things that like, because he's not from here, that he's never done, and like stuff like that. So
Oh my gosh, yay! That's so fun.
so like a staycation type thing where we're gonna go do stuff in the area.
Oh, that's gonna be so fun. So is it
Yeah.
a full week?
The 13th through the 18th or something. So like 6 days, I think.
So fun. Oh,
Yep.
I'm excited for you.
Me too. Thank you. I'm really excited because I like never take the time off, and honestly, he's been so good for me for that reason. Because I go to his house and I bring a yarn bag. Sometimes I touch it. Sometimes I don't.
Definitely. I feel like that is good just to have somebody that, I don't know, because we love what we do so much. But I was just chatting with another gal earlier today. I'm like, sometimes we start our own business to have time freedom, and then we work 25/7, like literally
as much as possible.
Literally overtime every day. So I don't know. I feel like that's gonna be really good for you to take that break and like refresh.
Totally.
Yay!
Yep, especially after all of our birthdays and everything, it's so stressful that I really just need it after like that week after.
Well, and then Christmas coming up. It's just that there's a lot going on.
Yeah, totally.
So, do you want to give them their freebie in the chat? Should we?
Oh yes. How am I forgetting that?
I know how I almost forgot.
Like, wait, this is important.
It's so fun. It is so fun. Katie,
I think you guys are gonna love it.
Katie made this, and I was just looking. She's like, okay, we had like a drive folder and collab on this. I added it to the drive, and I think I got every answer, but I feel like I should get every answer.
Yeah.
Even the ones with your stuff, I feel like I got every answer. So
I tried to make it easy.
It's a crossword puzzle. So
it's a little freebie.
You do it and you get it all the way. Well, we want to know, even if you got a couple wrong, take a picture of it and post it on Instagram, tag us, because we want to see if you got it. Is it
posted
working?
The link. I don't know if it's coming up though.
I haven't seen it. Freebie, awesome. Let's see. I'm not seeing it on my end.
Yeah, I'm not seeing it on my phone either, but I posted it on my iPad, so that's
Let's see. Does anyone see it?
Is it showing up for anyone or not? I don't think it is. Dang it.
Let's see. We can see if Peyton can come save the day.
He might have to. Sorry, Peyton. Have to come rescue us again.
Help!
Does the boyfriend have a name?
Ooh, we want to know his name.
His name is Trevor.
Katie has a boyfriend. She goes.
Good for her.
Can you add the freebie for them? It's not working for us.
I know. I have the link and it's just not working. I wonder.
Trevor and Katie. Does he know how to crochet at all?
I taught him on like our second date.
Oh, that's amazing. Did he make anything?
He did like 2 rows of like what was going to be a dishcloth, and then I actually had him frog it so that his roommate's girlfriend could learn the other day. And I taught her too. Because I wasn't prepared to teach her, so I was like, do you want to go get the project out of your room? And
oh, so fun. I love it.
So there it is. I see it now in the chat.
Ooh, Peyton is saving the day.
Thank you, Peyton. I totally thought it would work for me, and it like I can post it in the chat, but then it's not coming up on the actual like screen.
I think I pinned it. Can I pin multiple things?
I'm not sure, actually.
I don't know. Okay. Well, okay. I'm gonna pin the actual thing, and then the answer key I'm not pinning, but it's in the chat, so you can grab the answer key. Or you can tag us on Instagram. We will let you know.
Yeah, we can just tell you if you got it right.
Yeah, definitely. I'm so excited. So fun.
Yes, this has been so much fun.
Let's see. Is there anybody? Okay, so it looks like I think I pinned that. I don't know.
Yeah.
Going live on our phones is like a whole other world of.
Yeah, they said we can't do the like together live on a computer, so it had to be on our
So
phones.
we had to do it on our phones, but I don't know. It worked out, and it was really fun. My phone,
We're here. That's what matters.
Yeah, seriously, my phone is literally at 5%, or I feel like I could talk to you literally all night.
Oh, yeah, you better get that on charge then.
I'm like, I don't want to just randomly just turn into a black screen and everything.
I was like, oh, she's gone. Okay, guys.
Yeah, but this was so fun.
So much fun.
Thanks for hanging out, and thanks to everybody who joined and
hung out
live. Thanks for everybody who watched the replay. And
of course.
Thanks for giving me especially some grace where I had a custom order and then I was all over the place for a second. So
it's okay. It happens every live. It's just the nature of being live.
Alice wanted to kind of bark a little. You know, it is what it is. We're just showing up real. We're just hanging out. But we had so much fun.
We did. Very much so.
Any final thoughts?
Thanks for being here and happy holidays. Yes, I'm so excited it's December.
Enjoy time with your family. Take a cue from Katie and take a little break too, you know?
Yes. Super important.
Yeah. Okay, love it. All right. Well, we will chat soon. We will collab soon too as well.
Yes, of course.
Okay.
Keep an eye out for the New Year collabs.
Yes. Oh yeah, we have some really exciting things coming.
We do.
All right. Well, we'll talk soon. Bye everybody.
Bye.